My name is Sefcik. I'm a small business owner, father of 2 little boys. I'm a community servant and entrepreneur. So I realized I wanted to start my own business when I was younger, around 19 years old. I was doing some things. I was already, training people and teaching people in mixed martial arts, DJing and running my own events, getting started in that. And I started realizing, man, instead of working for other people, I wanted to work for myself. Being 19 and really starting your own company, there's so much more pressure on you. I'm like, man, I want to start it now. I want to start it young because, I'm hearing it from my mother. I'm hearing it from other business owners in my family and other people I trust. They're saying, hey, Kyle, if you can do it young, start it now. Do it right now. You always hear that. And that's why we encourage other people too. If you're young, go after the things you love now. Find out what you love and go after it now. The first business that I started was called K-Ceph Entertainment. My nickname was K-Ceph, and then I made an entertainment company. K-Ceph Entertainment started out as just me being the DJ of the company. That was it. It was just me getting calls to go DJ at a bar mitzvah, or a wedding, or a cookout, or an elementary school. That's how it started out, so simple, so small, but I had an established business. So I did what any small business owner had to do, and that was to grind, to go make good relationships, connections, to do a good job at the events that I was doing, give it all, going above and beyond at these events so that people would talk about it and enjoy it and reuse, rebuy, whatever I was doing. To see it grow from just me, to see that grow, DJ by DJ, then all of a sudden people were asking for inflatables and they were asking for impersonators. But it had to start small. It had to be me getting out there and meeting people and doing a great job and being trustworthy and loyal to it and keeping my word on everything. And then that's what people want to use, and that's what it became. I knew there'd be a lot of risk, but with a lot of risk, there comes a reward when you just put in the effort, put in the energy. You're gonna go through the downfalls, you're gonna go through problems. Every small business owner, every big business owner, any entrepreneur is gonna tell you that their success came from learning it for real in the experience. You have to be in it. You have to be thrown into that atmosphere and go get your own clients, make the mistakes, have the problems, but then learn from them and then keep building your business. All that work was worth it when you just have that goal and you stay disciplined and you get into it. Man, nothing feels better than that. Think about something that you have truly overcome, something that you stuck with when you wanted to quit or when things got bad. What happened when you actually won? So K-Ceph Entertainment, at 19 years old, 4 or 5 years go by, you can imagine the kind of experiences I've had and the success I had to still be in that business and to keep building. And then all of a sudden I'm 23, about to turn 24, and I got a little bit saved up to make another huge risk in my life, and that was to open up MMA and sport. I took a huge risk, especially being young, going all in on my own business, putting all the money I had saved in the bank, which wasn't a lot, to have a gym. And all of a sudden, I'm ready for it. And that's what I did. And that had K-Ceph Entertainment and MMA and Sport. And from those two, all these other events, all these other businesses were able to blossom from it and build from it. And that's what everybody's seeing today. Within the time of MMA and Sport, that's when everything just started going boom. Because we had the Damascus Freedom 5K that we started doing. We have Sound Shape that's been in over 64 elementary schools and on the National Mall 3 times. We had things like Girl Power. So because of the entertainment company and now the gym, we were able to do all these other things in the community and have a lot of great attention, good attention, community-focused attention on these projects, and they have bloomed ever since. So Girl Power, my inspiration for that definitely came from my mom and my sister. The two women I love most dearly in this world, and have done so much for me in my life. And my mom being an entrepreneur herself, I wanted to do something with them, work with them on a project that would help out women in the community, specifically women-owned and operated businesses. The first Girl Power I put on was in a gym in Clarksburg. And I'm like, man, what is this gonna do? You don't know. It could be one person shows up to the door and it's my mom. It's like, all right, got one person here. Or it could be a lot of people, and that was the case. We had 300 to 400 women show up to the first one. And at this event, we had like free food, free drinks, free giveaways, free self-defense, free Zumbas, all these things. So ever since then, it has doubled in attendance. Fourth one we just did had over 5,000 women show up. So Girl Power gets so big that it started getting the attention of the state. So much so that a man one day walks into my business, comes in, shows me his badge, says, "Hey man, I'm with the controller's office. I'd like to talk to you about Girl Power." And he starts asking a question. He goes, "How are you able to put this on? How are you able to have this free event that all these people are showing up with, leaving with hundreds of dollars worth of stuff in their bags from all these companies giving out free stuff?" So I show him everything. I show him the nonprofit. I show him the businesses involved. I show him the whole plan and how it's working. So he stands up and he just puts his hands out, and I shake his hand and he just says, "Sir, brilliant. You won't be hearing from us again." Left, haven't heard from him since. Girl Power's just been taken off ever since. So then when I had all these businesses, all these events, I had to create an umbrella company that's K-Ceph Industries. And under K-Ceph Industries, the actual businesses are K-Ceph Entertainment, K-Ceph Productions, MMA and Sport, Exhilaration, XL Hookah Lounge, Sefcik Brothers Athletics, Black Rock Tactical, and all of them have done great. A couple of those I named, I sold off. So entrepreneurship, you don't keep everything, you don't succeed at everything. So, after opening up businesses and seeing how other nonprofits wanted to work with the things that I was doing, the events that I was starting and the businesses I had, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start my own nonprofit. I'm gonna work with my family. It's called the K&K Foundation. So it's Kyle, Nicholas, Kaylin. My brother and sister are part of it, and we created this foundation, and it serves all different types of people. We're able to do whatever the community needs, whether somebody's house is burnt down and we need to create money for their family, or an elder down the street needs help with this or that. We want to help as many people as a community as possible, so we created an actual 501c3 with the state. And that's why you'll see the K&K Foundation connected to so many events and businesses I do, because they go hand in hand. We want to use our businesses and our events to serve the community, and what better way than to get the right resources and right things going into the nonprofit to better serve our communities. So in early 2019, I started recognizing that, man, I had super attractive wife, awesome little boys, successful businesses continuing to grow. I still felt like I was searching for something. I still felt empty. It was definitely the worst time of my life by far. Nothing else will ever compare to it. The darkest time of my life. The time of my life where I was thinking things I never thought I'd think about. I was in a position I never thought I would be in. On the outside, for sure, business looked good, but the most important thing to me was ending, and that was my marriage. I didn't know how to think. I was so lost, I was so gone. My wife of 6 years, the mother of my children, was gone out of me and my children's lives, just gone. And I was there raising 2 children on my own. I claim to be this Christian, we claim to be Christians, but we'll still do these other things that we shouldn't be doing. And unfortunately for me and my wife at the time, we were stuck in certain sins, and we thought it was okay because we were doing things together. I pick and chose out of the Bible what fit my life because I didn't want to, stop doing the other things. For me, that was sexual things that me and my wife were doing with other women. And it got to a point where my kids were waking up and coming to wake me and their mother up, and we have another woman in our bed as well. And we were about to find a way and announce that we were going to marry her as well. And it sounds crazy, but that's where I was. Because I wanted that in my life. We wanted that in our life. And the deeper we got into it, the more destructive it got, to where everything imploded at once. Unfortunately, because of the lifestyle we were living in, it opened up other avenues, and unfortunately she got stuck with something that she couldn't get out of and is still battling today. And I just think back to that's how lost I truly was, that I made myself believe like that was okay. I have this wife, I have these children, and I wanted more. I was at that moment in my life where it was time to choose the most important decision of my life. And that was go all in with Jesus or not. Because that's all I could reach out to. There was no person that was able to tell me something that made me feel better. There was no thing, there was no substance, there was no feeling. I was done with what the world had to offer. My wife at the time, that's not the route she wanted to take. That's not what she wanted. So she, decided to end it. The choice was in her hands and she chose divorce. So that's why I was left with 2 boys on my own, and we forgive her and we love her and we pray for her every night. So I share this because that's not who I am anymore. And only one thing freed me from that. And that's why people are starting to see me being lifted up. God's like, finally, you're ready to do all of my work, true work. And that's serving him and serving others and using the things that I have been blessed with to serve everyone else. And I'm sitting here today at my best because of this. People need to know, not about me, but you need to know that whatever you're going through, whatever people are going through right now in your own personal life, whatever it might be that's going on in your life, I'm telling you right now, there is a way out. There is a way out. I'm ready to do more. So here I am, 34 years old. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I feel better than I ever have in every way. Got 2 beautiful little boys that are with me every day, growing and seeing them, and I'm enjoying the time I've spent with them. I've made a life now, and right now I'm running for governor of Maryland. I'm running for governor of Maryland as unaffiliated. So I'm running to lead a state. I want to be a leader in the state of Maryland because of the experience and the life lessons that I've learned, not just in businesses, not just in the community, but also, in family and life and stuff like that. I'm now at a point in my life where I know that I will make the good decisions, not just for myself, but others. People are looking for a leader to truly lead, and all the choices I will make as governor will have to be in line with the Bible and the Constitution, the thing that's actually made America so great in the first place. But I still want to make sure that I'm doing the right things in my community, in my state, in my country, until whatever God has planned. You small businesses that want to thrive, who better to help you than somebody that has gone through it their whole life? I know exactly what it takes, what people need to have to be successful, and I want to make that in our state. For people working in the communities that are truly trying to help people, the nonprofits, the churches, your work, I know what that takes, and I know what you need more of, and I want to help. I will give my life, I will give everything I have to help and to do it right. I want that opportunity. I'm there. I've been built for this. I'm all in.
The rally's organizer,